Hey, you guys are back. It's Thursday. It's me, Janny Schmanny at WCMD Media, the Comfort Level Podcast. And I'm back with my girl, Janika Quinones, and a mogul moment. How y'all doing today? Well, so as we're community-based, promotional, and we're bringing information. And I know I don't got no lipstick on enough. Running late. So we're bringing all kinds of information and positivity to the community. So Janika's here today, and we got some upcoming guests. GD Speaks. He's going to talk a little bit with us about migrating to Canada, because we know some people believe that Canada, you don't pay for health care. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes, which, is not really true. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But right now, Janika's got a bit of things to tell you.
Yes. Hey, y'all. How are y'all this evening? First and foremost, we really need y'all to start coming out.
God,
if you are one of those people that don't know where it's at, please contact us. We will definitely tell you all the address. More importantly, matter of fact, we're going to tell you the address right now because it's 1656 Kane Avenue?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, so it's 1656 Kane Avenue. You already know I'm Jernica Quinones, also known as the Mogul Queen. And I just come to share with y'all some great news. Come the next Thursday, April 21st, I will be having a live in-person seminar here at WCMD at the Comfort Level Podcast, where I will be bringing the awareness of why so many people in the community are being misdiagnosed or underdiagnosed from basically something that really leads to death. So the seminar is labeled Traumatic Brain Injury versus Trauma Care. Please come out in person. We're gonna have in-person seating. There'll be prizes to be won. Also, let me see what we have prizes to be won. Door prizes.
Yeah,
right?
We got
door prizes to be won.
Door prizes. We got prizes for engagement.
Yes.
We need you guys to speak up.
Yes.
Let us know what is on your mind. I don't even care if you say, well, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Ask the question. Your input is what we need. That way we know we're being effective to the community.
Yes.
Show up.
Show up. Show out. Come out. Come support the Traumatic Brain Injury versus Trauma Care, where we're going to dig into the neurological mindset, and we're going to see why so many people in the community are being misdiagnosed or undiagnosed, or when they are diagnosed, that they don't even know the diagnosis that they've been actually, prescribed by the doctor, and why is definitely a difference between a trauma focused therapist and a regular therapist. Come out, come see what we got to offer. It's some great information. This is going to be my second go around in Camden that we're going to do actually a seminar. The Comfort Level Podcast has invited me to come out with the actual seminar, and we're going to do it live and in person. So I'd rather y'all come in person. Right. We're going to have door prizes. I'm able to ask and answer questions. So come on out and come join us.
Hi, Nazia. Yeah, make sure you come out, because we're going to have a lot of fun up in here. Y'all think that seminars, all this talk and all this stuff. No, we party. Yes. Okay. We're going to sink it in with fun up in here. We are. That's how we do it. So, look at that picture. Don't they look like a party?
Yes, for real.
So make sure you guys are out here. Up there. That's
it's
right.
It's me, y'all.
That's you. Look, you look beautiful.
Thank you so much. I just want to really inform y'all. At the end of the seminar, y'all will be informed so we can start reforming each other, because it's clear that everybody in the community is being either misdiagnosed or undiagnosed. So it's up to us to gain that information and be able to help one another out, so we can get out of that place and that time together. Because healing starts with information. Start learning the information and what's going on with your neurological process, so you could be able to move forward. It's worked for me and it's worked for plenty of others. So I'm not giving y'all information that has not been backed up by evidence based. So everything that I've talked about on that day will be evidence based information. And then also who more can tell you about it than someone who's been through it. So here we are.
And not even just that,
Mhm,
maybe it's not even a diagnosis that you need. Maybe you just got something that you're worried about on your
mhm.
chest, and it can be alleviated by having a discussion with someone who understands,
Right.
and someone that can have a different look at it, or look at it in several different ways. So, coming here and stuff, it's not saying that your brain is injured or whatever, but we're all part of the trauma in America, in the United States. We're traumatized, it's
Absolutely.
so many things. If it's whether it's environmental, it's physical,
Mhm.
it's do a relationship. I don't know. You could have been a 1 year old baby and heard a noise that might have affect you. We need to find out why this noise is affecting you and
Mhm.
get rid of it.
Absolutely. From classical trauma to generational trauma to environmental
No,
trauma.
let me
We're going to
find some
cover
music.
environmental, everything that's environmental. Sometimes, us in the inner community, we really don't have, we won't really have stress. We have worries because we're in an environmental poverty state and city. Some things can be just that. You think that you have a long lasting effect at everything. Let me put this out there. Every diagnosis don't lead to PTSD.
Right,
Every
right.
diagnosis don't lead to PTSD.
No, some stuff might even
Mm-hmm.
say, well, you just need to talk this out,
Yes.
you know, but we don't get any healing being quiet
Yes. And
on reasonable
and it's okay.
podcasts.
It's okay. You actually more stronger coming out and expressing what's going on with you than actually holding it in. Because now you have opened up your life expectancy. Because on one thing we know for sure and two things we know for certain is that anytime that you have any traumatic thing that's going on and you keep it in, you keep it bottled in, you have shortened your life expectancy. And we had learned that in the seminar. You're gonna learn it on this seminar when you come out on April 21st at 5 o'clock here at the Comfort Level Podcast at 1656 Kane Avenue. You can come in, park up. You'll see a sign out front. Once you park up, that has labels WCMD. Come up the ramp, the first door. They will let you in, and you will come straight on to the back to the studio where we will be here, and we will be giving out door prizes. We're asking
Exactly.
people to come in person to come view the seminar. What can it hurt to come out and just be a support and learn some new information? Let's learn together because healing starts with the information, gaining the information first, and you can't move forward without knowing exactly what you're treating in the first place. So, like I said, everything in the seminar is backed up by science-based information. So it's not off of my opinion, it's not opinion of others, but it's a proven fact what is going on out here in the world right now. We have covered many topics on here. We have covered from school to school stresses and school mental impairment, what could bring on mental impairment just from being in school. We have covered everything from children, how to get IEPs, how to get 504 plans, how to gain a legal document for 504 plans or for over a mental impairment with IEPs. Bullying, we have covered bullying on how that is a federal law that you cannot bully children, especially in school.
And some people got lawsuits.
Yes, yes.
They got
They
bags
have come
dropped
through the
on them
Mogul MQ
because they had to
Consultant
sue the
Agency
schools.
and actually have been found for neglect and failure to supervise the children inside the city school district. And that's a federal law, a mandate that they should require to be able to not neglect the children and is able and more required to protect the children. If the children are any circumstances are
We
under
need this.
scrutiny, they have to be held liable because these children are in the school system majority of the day, Monday through Friday. And it's actually a law that all children in the whole US are supposed to be in school. So we have to hold them accountable for what they do and what they say. So if the federal law mandates that under the Special Needs Education Act that all children should be are required to have a legal documentation on behalf of the parents and actually have an IEP and a 504 plan, and they actually getting federal funding for it, then they have the right to be able to ask and request that and implement that in the school system. If the school is not adhering to the parents' needs, then MQ Consultant Agency is here for you, and we will move forward on your behalf. We have between me and listen, the other day I had got called by Saving Grace and I had to pull up on the school.
Oh,
I pull
wow.
up the schools and I make them know that I'm here and I'm aware that we are under these laws. And if they do not adhere to the laws, then I am here to basically tell them that I am going to write up a legal documentation on the behalf of this child or the parent, and I will be moving it forward either to the police department or to legal services. So there is special needs lawyers out there that would definitely love to take the case, and they would definitely love to take them under for neglect and failure to supervise your child, failure to educate your child. And so many codes that they can be held liable for. So if you know a child that has a mental impairment, a developmental disability, just don't seem right since the pandemic had begun, and they failing in school all the way around, and the school is failing to basically give this child an opportunity to succeed, and you just feel like everything the child has done, they still can't grasp onto what is going on. Please contact us. We are gladly to help you at www.mqconsultantagency.info. My email is mqueen@mqconsultant.info. The phone number is 856-246-7660. You can also contact Jenny, where she will be able to further assist you as well. We have been doing this side by side for a while now. So not only
I'll
does
hook
she
you
know
up
the
with her.
information, not only does she know how to get in contact with me, believe me, you when she blow the whistle, I'm definitely coming through for her. So no worries on that end. We will prepare you with a legal documentation on your behalf. We will put it into the school system. Not only will we forward it to the school system, if the school system does not reply in a certain amount of time that is required, we will go further up into the state and ask the state to look into it, given the time to the state. If the state doesn't look into it, then now we have actually opened up the doors for a civil lawsuit against the Board of Education, people. So
Great.
this is no game. This is strictly all by law. So I don't have time to be making up nothing. I have time to just get there and fix what needs to be fixed and get out.
That's it. So, y'all, that's it. Y'all got the word on
Yeah,
that.
believe me, you,
Okay.
I got more things than one going on. I
That's
work as a
right.
nurse. I also I'm an author. I'm a co-author. I travel. I just came back from Texas, and basically the first thing here is that come straight to the Comfort Level podcast and come chill out
Doing
with
a lot.
y'all
That's
and
right.
answer any questions, let y'all know important information. Tell y'all to come on Thursday.
That's it. That's it. We do a number of things here on Thursday. So,
Mm-hmm.
we got two guests coming up. We're supposed to
Yes.
have a producer coming in for some live beats.
Yep.
We got everything. But y'all also know it's News Trash Thursday. I have been having some requests to bring back News Trash Thursday. I
Yes.
guess they like the stories. So I,
Mhm.
I, I looked one up. And this one was interesting to me, and I'm gonna read it through for you and see if it's interesting to you.
Yes.
Okay,
Come
so
on.
I don't know everything that was said in it because I just pulled it up and I want to let you guys know. So, okay. So, two inmates at an all women's New Jersey jail are pregnant
Mm.
after both had sex with transgender prisoners. ACLU won battle to house 27 trans inmates there. So the pregnant women, they're housed at the embattled Edna Mahan Correctional Facility. in Clinton, New Jersey. Okay. And the governor has plans to close that. It's unclear if the women had sex with the same transgender woman. Edna Mahan houses 27 transgender prisoners and over 800 cisgender women. The correctional facility began to house inmates by gender identity last year after reaching a settlement in a lawsuit brought by a trans woman at the ACLU. Edna Mahan, the only women's prison in the state, does not require transgender inmates to proceed with reassignment surgery in order to be housed.
Wow.
In recent years, Edna Mahan has grappled with reports of widespread abuses and systemic failures. 10 prison guards face criminal charges stemming from an alleged assault on inmates, including a transgender woman in January 2020. The pregnant women who were not identified are housed at the embattled Edna Correctional Facility in Clinton, New Jersey. Prison bosses said that in both instances, the sex was consensual. It is unclear if the women had sex with the same transgender inmate or if it was two different inmates. So, an investigation has been launched. The correctional facility began to house transgender women last year. We said that already, right? Didn't we say that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, it's the only women's prison in the Garden State that does not require the transgenders to proceed with reassignment surgery. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I don't know. Are there other prisons that make you, if you come in there, you're a woman, you come in there transgender, they're gonna make you go back?
Well, nowadays, the world has seen no gender. So once you identify with whatever gender you want to identify with, then the federal rules that's who you identify with, that's who you are.
Right.
So the only thing that is kind of like a little bit on the side that I'm sidebarring with is that okay, they can be transgender. I'm not saying they can't be transgender, but if they have not changed their gender to who they identify with, then they are clearly still the actual born gender that they were. So if they were male and they now identify as female, then they need to be having them body parts now trans over to a female, or not. They need to just still be put in a category of identifying with who they identifying with, which is transgenders that are still not transformed.
Yeah, but these women are pregnant, and they're saying they're pregnant by transgender,
which makes
women.
Sense.
That makes sense. They can make babies.
Absolutely, they didn't take away the semen, and they didn't take away the male counterparts. Like they didn't take away those parts. The women, they just have women tendencies.
Oh, so these is men that turned into women, not
yes,
women.
They're saying they women. Men. So you can have any man. You can have any man that say that they transgender and identify with being transgender, which now they identify as being a woman.
So go in there, come in here, get your ling cut off.
Right. You have to. I say you should identify all the way as a woman.
Yeah.
You need to be getting that sex transplant. Now identifying yourself as all the way a woman before you even go over there.
Do what we do, baby.
Because clearly transgender men
I'm gonna send an email
are still sexual.
Yes.
Like they're still sexual. Duh.
Yeah, they still getting it. They want to be a woman, but they still getting it in with the women and ejaculating and having babies and stuff like that. Come on, pick a side. Seriously.
Well, listen. I mean, you have people that are bi. They go, a man can be bi. Clearly, he still was undecided if he wanted to be a girl, really a woman, or a man. When it came down to that, he was confined in confinement and had now women only there, and there was really no other man. You know, like how, and it gotta be that there's only one. I bet you it's only one man that impregnated both of those women, because it's a lot of transgender males that when they identify as a woman, they think as a woman, they become a woman. They don't
Right.
want nothing to do with anything of another woman. Because if you trans, I'm not even gonna go that far. I'm leaving it to you.
No, don't leave it to me. Like,
I'm leaving it to you
I'm
because
just saying,
now this is my whole theory, right?
if you
If
gonna
you a
go
male,
ho.
if you a male and you say that you're transgender, transitioning makes you a woman. And if you are now a woman and you sleep with another woman, are you now considered to be bisexual or you considered to be a lesbian?
See this email nowhere. I sent it for.
You hear me?
Yes.
Like
What are
you
you now?
you trans you transition from a male to a female, and then now you have sex with a female, you clearly are a lesbian.
You're clearly a lesbian.
At that point.
Well, what
Or
man doesn't?
you still a male and you're bisexual, and some days you want to be a woman and some days you want to be a man. Can somebody please tell me something? Come on, talk to me. This is the time y'all really need to call.
Okay, we're gonna wait for our guests to come in too.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for our guests to come in.
Oh, he's booked at 6:00.
He booked at 6:00.
Yeah, I sent it at 5:30. All right, he'll get it at 6. It's there.
So listen, we still got time for. I need somebody to talk to me right now.
Come on
The
in.
number is 856-964-WCMD, which is 856-964-9263.
That's
Please,
right.
people, talk to me.
If
you are transgender in incarceration, in jail, you identify as a transgender now woman. That means that you were a man and now you want to identify as a woman. But you are now incarcerated in jail with women in a women prison. And now all of a sudden 2 women that are straight come up pregnant. Are you still transgender? Or now are you considered bisexual? Or now are you considered to be a lesbian? Somebody got to talk to me from somewhere, I don't even care. You can go ahead and comment or you can go ahead and call, but I need answers and I need them fast.
Stand at your dress because it's see-through.
856-964-9263, people.
Yeah, I sent the right email.
Let's go. Let's talk about this, please.
Let's talk about it. Okay? Call in. The number is
now. That was trash talk, right? That was trash talk segment. Please come in and to talk about the trash. News trash.
I mean, we tell news not necessarily that it's trash. Okay, right. I don't want to say that.
Well, I mean, this is more so trash. Like that was just in a bucket. But not really people was going to read it, but we read it. You read it, and you brought it here, so now we all know about it. So, because my ears have been now,
it because it's something that needs to be brought to the attention.
Right. If my ears have now had to hear it, y'all gotta hear it too.
Sometimes it's weird news. You know what I mean? So it's not just trash.
Mm-hmm.
You know, call in 856-964-WCMD. Call in. What's up, Kato? Thanks for coming in, Moss Kato. Dalahuchi. The Hoochie 5, everybody. Nazia's here. Our usual listeners are here.
Yes, what's up?
Yeah. They don't want to hear nothing. All they want to hear is about party. Well, we're going to have a party here on April 21st. Make sure you be here.
If you ain't here, you ain't nowhere. How about that much?
Let me tell you what happened to me yesterday. Okay, Mr. Dave came through. Mr. Dave, let me get this. Yeah. Mr. Dave, which is, I don't know, which is Dave Wilkes promotion. He booked July 2nd here with us.
Okay.
Hopefully he finalized it, but he's planning a big R&B event. He's planning on having a big in the evening time, but during the daytime, He's making it open for vendors and speakers and things like that. So as soon as I get the information, this is Mr. Dave Wilkes Productions. He has all kinds of shows. He also is responsible for the Big Beautiful Women Pageant International
Okay.
out of Philadelphia. Okay, and this is Miss Stephanie Kane and Dr. Roxanne Conti and Queen Latanya Wilson uh, will be. That's what we have. That's Queen Latanya Wilson, and those are the two ladies in conjunction with Mr. Dave Wilkes. See that, guys? All right. So Mr. Dave Wilkes, y'all know him from the R&B shows that he has in Philadelphia all the time.
Yes.
So he's bringing live bands out here, big ass stage, all kinds of stuff. You know
he
what
coming
I mean?
through on
He
big,
coming
big,
through.
big.
He's coming.
He coming through on big.
So,
and
you know, and that's one of the people that I network with.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Mr. Dave has
Shout
given
out.
me a platform in music by allowing me to bring artists to his stage and allow me to be the podcaster at his events.
Okay.
So yeah, so me and Mr. Dave we go back a little bit, you know, and he called me up, you know what I mean? And then called me up again today and he said, Janny, if I don't finalize those plans, I can't you know, I can't book my teams. You know, my people that's gonna be out there, they need the finalization of the contract. So he said, Janny, keep your eye open for some other space. So, you know, I do what I do. You know what I mean? I said, listen, Mr. Dave, if it don't go down here, it's still going down.
Somewhere,
okay?
somewhere.
That's right.
Somehow.
Yeah, because we outside. Period. We outside. Period. July 2nd is
ready all the time.
4th of July, throw down.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right. And another thing, April 30th, I'm gonna be around the corner on Federal Street at Club Dubai Bar Restaurant where the Hot 97 Super Saturday 3 is going down. Okay, my guest today, we're going to be here a little bit after 7 because I got a guest coming on at 7 o'clock. Showtime, the Hypeman. That's right. Showtime, the Hypeman is going to host that show. We're going to have DJ Sus1, DJ Sodruski, and DJ Enough as judges, and somebody's going to walk away with a big ass trophy and $1,000.
Man,
that's right.
I don't know.
It ain't gonna be her because she don't sing or rap out there. You know.
Listen, don't mess with me. I will have my voice tuned up in a second.
Yeah.
I got some pageantry background. I have made it to internationals and all that. Okay.
Oh well, you need to talk to Mr. Dave.
Okay.
Mr.
So
Davis,
don't have me come back out and do a duet.
Mr. Davis, her man, you could represent because
I'm done with my pageant days. I'm done with them pageant days. Them pageant days is woo.
You might want to host and announce the pageant.
I could host and announce, but
see what is in store, you know, for that stuff because it's happening. You know what I mean? He's been doing this for over 30 years. So Mr. Davis, Mr. Davis is pretty big with his production company. Good. You know what I mean? I met people there through him, like Brett Jolly, and I met all kinds of people through Mr. Dave. Yeah, so you know, they're moving around. I don't know. I didn't plan any music or anything to play. I know my people, they like music. But this is the thing. We waiting for y'all to make a comment or two. You can even make a comment online. Just make the comment so that we can talk about it. I don't know what it is. Maybe they don't I don't know.
Well, let's go back to talking about April 21st then until we get some. Let's talk about the news trash. If y'all just tuning in, we just talked about news trash, right? That's what it was called. News trash. Where at the Trenton prison, the women's prison It was a trans two women pregnant there by a transgender man that have not had the surgery to become a woman, and now two women have came up pregnant. How do you feel about that situation? We want y'all to call in at 856-964 WCMD, which is 856-964-9263, or you could comment right here because we really would like to know y'all input. I look at it this way: if you're going to identify with what you want to identify with, but don't just put them in there because they're identifying with that, because at that point, you know how many men over in Trenton that's holding time down now can say, hey, I don't even want to be a male no more, I want to be transgender, just to be taken downstairs where the women is at and doing the same thing that they were doing.
Is that actually a decision that people make? Like, I want to be transgender. I guess.
Well, nowadays
if,
it's on
if,
the
if
it's
you're
on
in
everything.
That role,
yeah, nowadays it's like almost like a crime to even ask somebody who like to think because they look like a male, they should identify as a male. So nowadays, when you are basically filling out applications or whatever, like some of them will put male, female, not sure. Some of them will put male, female identifier. You know, like what do you identify with? Because in that world, they have so many different identifiers that they don't want to put just one or two. They want to make sure that they get their whole identity underway. So in that case, either he was identifying as a transgender woman, but is now decided that he wants to go straight and has, because of course he has sex, or is he still now considered a woman and is bisexual, or uh a lesbian? I'm still confused.
I'm confused. I don't know what.
Not that I want really the answer, but I really would like people input on it.
I don't know.
Hey.
My input is I think that they would still just consider themselves transgender, but some of the minds of the transgender, they just don't want to be labeled like that. Once they go forth with the surgery, I'm full woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm full man.
Absolutely. I mean, I've seen, through Facebook how some women wanted to, be transgender and become a male, and they now physically look like a male. Like they have basically went on ahead and got the hormone enhancements, made them get a lot of facial hair. They cut off their breasts, made their breasts go away.
That I don't know how dangerous and stuff it is, but it seems more feasible to do all that if you want to change yourself instead of just making it a sexual thing.
I mean, they all still sexual. It's just more so.
Well, I know it's your sexual preference all in that too, but what about the inner feelings? You know what I mean? Like, mm-hmm. No, the mm-hmm. inner feelings. So if you don't feel feminine, but you feel masculine, right? You know what I mean? So, that's not a sexual thing. That is
like it's more so sensory. It is. It's more so has to do with the hormones itself, with the actual hormones levels itself. Mm-hmm. Because the XY, the chromosomes more so, because there's even hermaphrodites. There are both male and female born both. So if you have to believe, and listen, don't quote me, but this is my theory. Now I'm saying that this is my opinion. This is no science-based information. When it's science-based, I'll let you know. But my theory is this: if you have the XY all chromosome thing, if you have a certain amount of XYs, you a girl. If you have a certain amount of X's, you a boy. And if you have both, you could be hereditary. It could be a hermaphrodite. So if that is possible, that you could be born a boy and a girl at the same time, then I honestly have to believe that if you are male, you can actually still have like that feminine chromosome. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. But you just didn't have the hermaphrodite thing going on. So, and let's be clear, a hermaphrodite has both. and the parents get to choose, like looking at the child, they get to choose which one they think that the child will identify more with. Do the child look more like a boy or look more like a girl? Which I think is a hard decision to do because of the simple fact that you don't know. Like all newborns to me look the same when they born. Like they all wrinkly, they all pale, they all you know what I'm saying? It's all
Yeah, they
something
do.
going on.
They do.
So I don't know. That's a hard thing to do.
Okay, folks. So I just added the podcast over on a room in Clubhouse. In Clubhouse, anybody that comes in,
Mm-hmm.
it's open to everybody. If you have Clubhouse, it will be Janny, the Comfort Level Podcast. Make sure you go over to Clubhouse and join the room.
Right.
Okay, so we've been
And we could actually
talking.
put them on speaker there too, right?
Yeah, they hear us speaking right now.
Yeah.
So we're here located in Camden, New Jersey at WCND Media. And I'm here with Janika Cornones, the mogul queen. And we're talking about her two nonprofit agencies, Rare Jewel and
MQ Consulting.
NQ Consulting. Okay. And to let you know, that will be an open house seminar April 21st. And it's
Free
5 to
entry.
7 p.m.
Free entry, door prizes, a lot
That's
of
right.
a lot of information, but it's like at the level where we could all understand because we're digging into the
Fun and
neurological
facts,
process.
people. Fun and
Yes,
facts. Okay, we
yes,
having fun and facts.
of course.
We giving everything away.
Anybody that
Facts
know me
and
when I
fun.
come through here, I'm never really 100% serious. So I gotta come through with 100% straight facts because I'm
And
always goofing
you
around.
you'll be able to examine any thoughts that you
Yes,
had previously about trauma care. Okay, we can examine
absolutely.
them. We need questions and participation, and
Mhm.
you'll also be rewarded for that. So she says, let's process it together. It's a
Mhm.
neurological point of view, understanding why so many people of color are either misdiagnosed or go undiagnosed.
Mhm.
So the long lasting effects of trauma, we're going to dig deeper into those causes. So,
And why so many people die young?
yeah,
Why so many people die young? Have y'all ever noticed that a lot of our inner community children are like, it's in an increased rate right now of our inner city community children that are dying young.
yeah,
What is making our community, why our community is not being seen for trauma informed care? You know, even if they are, you have to really fight for the fact of it being trauma informed in the first place. So I just came up with a seminar stating that, you know what, I'm gonna be the one to educate the people. I'm gonna be the one to educate the people and let them know what happens neurologically in your mind before it actually comes out of an outward emotion, because it has to happen neurologically first and be accepted neurologically first before you have that outward emotion, before you have that outward appearance, before you have that outward just ready to just basically call it what it is. You have to know what's going on neurologically to be able to reform yourself. And reform yourself is re-information. Get the information back into your brain again, because what's happening is the longer you go without that information, one of the things that's happening in there is that you're having a degenerative cells. They are degenerating in there. So why are the cells degenerating just based off of, your trauma? Why are they? Come down, come get this information. It's free entry. We have door prizes. We do have NC, and we will broadcast it live because
I apologize.
uh-huh,
Hello?
because this is I believe
Podcast, hello.
after this seminar here, I have one more seminar that I'm doing for parents at Parents Invincible. And after that, people, I'm out of here. I'm going. I'm taking this seminar on the road.
You're out of here.
I'm out of here. Yeah. I've been called to go on the road already to another state. So
why is it that they keep calling you on the road to another state? Camden is not doing nothing. Camden,
because
New
sometimes,
Jersey.
sometimes when you come
Sometimes
from this state and they see you go from nothing at all, which I did that 5 years ago. And people, y'all, if y'all had tuned in before when I
I'm
first
all
came
over.
here, I told y'all my story how I was just at home mom, married at home mom, just taking care of my 4 children until my daughter had her near drowning. And now I had a medically complicated child, which took me into what I thought it was the deep end about to commit suicide to basically reversing that and turning it around. And I had went back to school, got my high school diploma, became a nurse, started my nonprofit organization, and then now started the MQ Consulting Agency while co-hosting here on the Comfort Level podcast with Jenny, which is such an honor to do with her. And also now moving forward, we are going to have the seminar, which I believe is your first seminar through
Ever
your
in life,
yes.
ever in life. Where is
So
he going to go with?
yes,
Ever in life.
yes. So listen, it's not a game, people.
It's
There,
not a
if you waiting
game.
for somebody to come see you in your house, I can guarantee you they're not coming. If you thinking that somebody's gonna look at you and think that they're gonna be able to basically go into your neurological process, into your mind, and be able to heal you, they're not.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Just out of my family and friends that are stressed out over just different situations, any old thing that are stressed
Mm-hmm.
out. Hey, somebody said Jenny. Oh, that was me. Oh, hi Laurie. Um, that are stressed out, like they're not commenting, they're not engaging with me. Now I'm gonna put them on Front Street. My kids, my family, my nephews, none of them. They all going through stuff. You know what I mean? And then they call mommy or auntie and they ask questions. You know what I mean? Put one up here. Just put one up here. Just let me know that you're watching because you're
Mm-hmm.
watching everything on Facebook because I see it. And some of the stuff y'all sending to us, did you see this? Did you see Jenny Schmanny's podcast?
Absolutely.
That's what I
And
want
more
to know.
importantly, did you see that we're actually
Because y'all
into
throwing
giving
me
the
into
information?
trauma by not paying attention.
Just giving you the information. People is free. I've set out to seek this information.
They
I
don't
put it together
care.
as a seminar. It's free. It's available to those who want it. Come in and start to begin your journey of healing for you. Don't do it for nobody else, for you, because ultimately this is your life and your life matters. Believe me, your life matters. No matter how much somebody tries to tell you that your life does not matter, it does matter. And it's up to solely you to transform your life back to who you want to actually be so you can move forward, soar and move forward to being that successful person. Believe me, if it happened to me, it can happen to anybody.
But you don't need healing, okay? So that's
No.
what you say. You don't need healing. But you do have situations where you may need different answers for. You might not need healing, but we still deal with the same thing. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
absolutely.
It's a stressful situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Nobody says that you're in trauma, that you have a
Mm-hmm.
brain injury. You know what I mean? This is called self help, the
Mm-hmm.
first step.
Or education. Education, listen,
Education.
educating
Come
yourself
talk to the
can
people
never be
about some
wrong.
things that you know. Sit here with us.
Mm-hmm.
Not even that. Come online, put it in the comments, make a statement, send me an email, and say, listen, I got a question. That's okay too. We just want to communicate.
Yes. Just want to communicate. I just really want to make sure that we are getting through, especially to the children. The children are our future. If y'all have not been hearing anything else from me, y'all always hear me saying the children, the children, the children, the children, the children, the children, because ultimately the children are going to be the ones who have to live longer than us and have to
I
live
do a
in this new
challenge.
world, in
I
this
challenge.
new era of living. It's not a new world, it's a new era of living. And more importantly, if they don't know what's going on, then the generation dies. We'll have just we just have a whole bunch of people running around here loose, mentally impaired, just not obeying the law
I'm gonna
anymore.
blame it on you.
And
I'm gonna blame it on you
and you know,
because you're not showing up.
and it'll be it's up to us to be able to put them kids back in place. We already know it's traumatic brain injury versus trauma care. Then we're going to go in there. Now we're going to talk about the mental impairment, which leads us to abnormal use. Abnormal use is definitely something to talk about. I'm bringing so much information from the abnormal use, which one of them could be this transgender topic
Exactly.
in there, inside the abnormal use. That's
Exactly.
an abnormal use, that just happened there from, and we already talked about in there of alcoholism
The
and
reason, the
increased
reason,
sexual desires.
the reason why transgender is abnormal is because you weren't born that way. So it wasn't the, you know what I mean? It's not
Right.
that we're putting like it's abnormal craziness.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's just you weren't born that way, and it's a transformation.
Mhm.
You
So I
know,
mean, listen, it is what it is. Our community has been exposed to so much.
transplant.
Our community has been exposed to so much, and they feel like because we could take it, they'll keep on digging. They'll keep on digging. They'll keep on digging, and they feel like the only way they they don't even care about repairing it because we keep on taking. The educational system here in the city of Camden has been one of those situations that I'm going in to shape up and reform it itself because I'm hitting the laws back with it, reforming it because they have conditioned it to be it's okay. It's okay if the principal screams at them. It's okay if a teacher is fighting with the child. You know what I'm saying? It's okay if this is happening. It's okay if that's happening. If they failing, okay, then it started at home. Well, clearly they in school from Monday through Friday, from a lot of them from 8 to 3 or 8 to 2, in the afternoon. So majority of the time they're in there and they're subjected to not only dealing with teachers, all leaderships, they have to deal with students, and they have to feel safe within that community. That is a community on its own before they even come outside to this community. And if it starts at home, the whole community is failing the children itself because it's environmental poverty. But we don't all stand up and talk about it and put the laws back in place. We're not going to be able to move forward.
That's it.
They come here and they do whatever they want to do. Right now, almost every road that you ride down in the city of Camden has a metal plate over top of it. It's so deplorable conditions that we're living in. Yes, the city just got a big amount of funding. I was on that call with all the council. We talking about from mayor on down. And the whole city council was on there. They do promise that they're going to start fixing it. But at the same time, every time we turn around, there's more deplorable conditions. Listen, the housing situation can be fixed, but we don't stand up, they won't fix it. The
Nope.
street roads can be fixed, but if we don't stand up, they will not fix it. The school system is being eaten up alive by charters and Renaissance school. If we don't fix that, it cannot be fixed. Even the charter schools are taking advantage of the special education funding, but they are approving of your child to come to the school, but they are not giving them the proper education underneath that funding. So if your child is especially in charter school and they're failing, then you have failed your child. Now I'm gonna say you have failed your child because you should know that they have federal funding there, and they're getting paid double the amount for them to be in charter than they are to be inside public. So we want to get to the root of the issue. Let's get to the root of that.
Oh wow.
So then now, moving forward, nobody has took the superintendent off of her chair, which is something can be done, but nobody is standing up. The parents are wear and tired. They are now having mental impairments that's being brought to them from even their children having mental impairments that have been exposed at school in the school setting.
And
so
when the parents are stressed
once the
out,
parents are stressed, there's nothing to be done. You know how many parents I hear all the time like, oh well, if they fail, they fail.
yeah,
They better
you're
go get a
failing
job.
but you're failing your child by saying that.
And then they're no better condition than the
I
child
don't
is.
know. Maybe they can't afford to get health or something. What about health care here in New Jersey.
I mean, healthcare in New Jersey, I feel like now is the opposite way. Like the healthcare, yes, the income bracket has basically been expanded, meaning saying before you were eligible to have Medicaid if you made under like
Mm-hmm.
$20,000, but now they're saying if you make under 15,000 now you're eligible for it. Just putting a bracket
Right,
out there. It might
right.
not be exactly that, but more importantly, the healthcare system itself is going down. Me as a nurse, I'm seeing it. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the hospital, if you don't have COVID like symptoms, you might not even be seen first. Why? Because under the COVID symptoms, you they have funding to be able to move forward and be able to pay the nurses
Mm-hmm.
that double pay to be in on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? To in the front line to be able to take care of them. I mean, it's getting crazy. I just heard a story the other day about nursing home abuse. Nursing home abuse is going on. You know, no
That's the
leaderships is
worst.
not even being inside of the nursing home. Like the DONs, the directors of nursing, they're trying to work from home. They don't feel like being in there. The all the leadership, the directors, the managers, the supervisors, they're not in there. They're just leaving the nurses to do the nurses' work,
And they're
and
smacking
then
the patients and stuff.
they're getting overwhelmed. It's a lot of nurses out here being overwhelmed. It's a lot
Yes,
going on that the healthcare system itself can be shut down just by that. Like, just know you might have Medicaid, but nobody to go get treated from. And if you do, it's going to be a long line. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be on a waiting appointment list to be seen by just certain amount of doctors, because like doctors is like, hey, I could go overseas and go work. You know what I'm saying? And over there, they really don't have that many stipulations and codes of conduct or anything like that that they could fall on there. They basically could do whatever they want over there. So just think about that. That's something to think about because it's we all need healthcare, no matter where we look at it. I'm a nurse and I still feel like healthcare is so critical for all of us.
it is. It is, and that's one of the reasons. Our guest is gonna come on because he's basically Nigerian and Canadian and spent a lot of time in Canada. Will talk to us about healthcare there.
Mm-hmm.
His name is I can't. I'm gonna brutalize his name.
Let me see it.
So it's Chidi speaks. His name
Oh,
is
Chibi, yeah.
Chidi Awachukwa.
How about we just go ahead and just call him by his first name and let him
Chidi
go ahead and bring
speaks.
it in?
Yeah, we're gonna let him bring it in. So we're waiting for that guest to come in. He's scheduled for 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna see what happens there. But like it's a lot of reasons why individuals don't seek help,
Mm-hmm.
and that's part of the thing that we can weed out. I know that 80% of it is pride. 80% of it is pride. I'm not ashamed to say that I woke up and I'm crying over this or over that. I'm not ashamed to say that I have feelings about different things. I'm not ashamed to say that I had a heart attack and maybe I got to take it easy a little bit. And I think about things that I do that is that going to cause me a heart attack. You know what I mean? Those stuff is stress. Me having a heart attack was trauma for my life.
Well, look at me. I mean, I grew up with my trauma
Right.
because I was shot by
So
the
you
age of 2.
shocked.
So however I was in my mental impairment state, I thought it was normal. You know, I thought it was normal. Like, what
She
do you
thought you
mean
was
something
playing
wrong
a
with
game.
me?
She thought you was playing a game, and she thought you was supposed to be shot and
You
then
know,
get
like I
over
know,
it,
I'm just
and
like
then the game go on.
I just thought it was normal for not normal for me to be shot, but more so normal for the way my behaviors were. I was so rebellious.
Oh yeah,
I
that.
basically dropped out of school early, but before
It's
dropping out of school, like
that
I
would be
was
normal.
basically expelled from one high school, went over to the other. I mean, fighting all the time, and I fought more men than women. It was just so much stuff, and I wasn't like I wasn't basically in my right state of mind. So anything ticked me off. anything could have drew me to the edge. I remember I always told you I used to live to die. Like I didn't care if I died.
Oh, wow.
It was just one of those crazy situations that I look back now and I just think to myself like, wow, after me even seeking help, and it took a trauma-based therapist to see that something was going on with me, that something was going on with me. Because even when I got there, I'm like, you know, I don't know. I know something was going on, but I didn't know that it was from that long ago. That mostly all my life was filled with trauma. Mostly everything I went through was trauma off of a trauma perspective. And it wasn't until I seeked help that my healing started to come in. How my healing started to come in is just being aware of my triggers, of being aware of my emotions, being aware of my physical abilities, what I can do, what I can't do, being as though I learned all that. It was able enough for me to condition my mind to say, you know what, I'm able to move forward. I'm able to step in now with who I want to be. It gave me an opportunity who I want to be. It was even to the point where we talk about that mental impairments and that abnormal use, and one of them is that, identity crisis. I went through identity crisis because now who I thought I really wasn't. But it gave me the opportunity to be who I wanted to be. Because my identity crisis came, I didn't want to be Jernika no more. I wanted to be Mogul Queen. Mogul Queen had more so of stuff set up for her life. She knew who she wanted to be. She knew what she wanted to say. She acted a certain way. Jernika was just beat down and just done with life. But now I'm able to put both together and I'm able to tell people who I am, where I was, how I came along, so I could be able to help somebody to their journey, start their life, because it doesn't end here. It doesn't end here. We have the seminar. We actually have that expo going on where Ant is going to be talking about mental health as well. Remember, he's going to be talking about business. Get your mind right. So like that, you can start your own business. If you have a business, there's always ways to expand your business. I just came back from Texas and I was talking to one of my brothers named out there that he has been doing real estate. He's the owner of 36 properties.
Oh, Anthony McFadden?
I was saying just like, is that kind of situation that you need to get your mind right for, because there's more ways than one to expand, because he was able to do that. He was able to expand himself, and now he has been able to gain 36 properties under real estate.
Okay.
And Anthony McFadden has a few businesses that started from him being incarcerated. There's ways to do it. It all starts with just your knowledge of self. Self-help tab needs to open up in that ring. Self-help tab.
Self-help.
Yes. Without that, you can't even move forward. You won't be able to properly run a business without getting your mental health together first. You won't. You won't even be able to really hold down a job without getting your mental health together first. A lot of them don't even feel like they should go to work.
They have to. It takes work to even survive here.
Sure do.
Let me see what the spell is now. All right, so we're waiting for this guest to come in so we can continue a little talk. Y'all can call in with any comments or anything that you have. I know, it's kind of hard right now. This is the hour people are getting off from work and such. You know what I mean? But we also got the housewives. What y'all think about the weather today? Get anything done? I don't know. I didn't do too much, because I have another job I work. Made a few runs. Got dirty.
Yes.
Y'all got to be out here. Did y'all go on Facebook? Make sure you go on Facebook. You can either go on the Comfort Level Podcast page or you could go on the Mogul Queen page and RSVP to the event. Yeah, make sure you RSVP to the event, so we have enough gifts and food and stuff for everybody.
Yep. We have an event created on there.
Yeah.
And it's titled Traumatic Brain Injury versus Trauma Care. Go on there.
And don't worry, it's a closed session. Nobody is going to be able to even, you won't have to be on camera if you don't want to be.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, all the eyes is going to be on her anyway. We're going to put the eyes on her. So, this is the comfort level. So where we keep everybody comfortable, during our shows and our podcasts. You know what I mean? We stay at the level which makes you comfortable. And thus the name. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna go overboard with nothing. So I don't know. We've been doing this. These people seem like they want some music. I didn't prepare anything. I usually prepare like to play something that goes with the theme or somebody's music that's coming on, but let me see what I got.
You got to have something in there.
Huh?
I said you got to have something. Something. Like something.
Child, you don't even know. All right. I'm going to play this one because this is one of my favorites. And I need you really to listen to the lyrics. Okay. You ever, I don't know, I'm the baby of the family.
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest?
I'm the oldest. I've been given a heavy title.
This one is all about the middle child.
Oh, okay. I got a middle child.
You got a middle child? Well, we're going to play this. This is all about the middle child. Oh, wait a minute. I don't even know if I Bluetooth. Hold on. Give me 10 seconds. I wasn't even ready for that. Let me hit the Bluetooth. I didn't even do that. Though.
What up, y'all? April 21st, be here. Live in person. Live or in person. Live or in person. Live or in person.
Yeah, my Bluetooth. Totally on.
Y'all can either come in here and sit down, chill at the Comfort Level Podcast, 1656 Kane Avenue. Come up the ramp. You're going to see the sign. It's going to lead you right here to where we at. Sit down, take a seat, and enjoy the education.
That's it. It's going to be great. And don't be the middle child.
Don't be the middle
No, we're going to play. Stylish. This is a remix of the J. Cole beat. The artist's name is Stylish. Madam Stylish. And she has I ain't saying nothing. I was looking on all the shit. I don't know where this guy is. I guess he ain't coming. He wasn't ready yet. You ain't heard nothing yet. Let's get it. Madam Stylish, y'all. Find Madam Stylish. Yes, you can find that Middle Child remix. That was a Jada Kiss challenge, and she burnt it down. She burnt it down. You can find that on YouTube. She burnt that down. So she has borderline personality. That's what it is. Borderline personality. Okay. So she's a very exceptional artist, and it's great. Do we have a couple comments? What we got? Hi, Tanisha. That's my daughter. We have Wham Des.
Hey.
I appreciate the great Dr. Kenneth for his healing herbal medicine. He's prepared for me after being a sufferer of diabetes disease for 1 year. It was very surprising how I got cured from Dr. Kenneth's herbal medicine that quickly cleansed my whole body. And today, after checking myself in the hospital, I was found negative. Dear viewers, my doctor personally told me that there was no cure for my disease at first. I thought the world has ended for me, but as soon as I reached the Dr. Kenneth, his herbals. So, who is Dr. Kenneth, sir? Please, Mr. William Daz, give us Dr. Kenneth's information so that we can pass it on to others. I'm a grandmother of a granddaughter with juvenile diabetes. I know it can't be cured unless you get a new pancreas, but we do have people that have type 2 diabetes and stuff like that. So, and people that are borderline diabetic, so can only help. Right. And we thank you very much
and
for
if
your
you
input.
are if you are even borderline diabetic, like if they say you have pre-diabetic, it's best for you to just flush your system, flush your kidneys, because your kidneys is what basically putting that filter into your bloodstreams to make it say that it's now getting thick. So like when you becoming diabetic, the thicker your blood is getting, because it's becoming like sugar substance. Like if you put too much sugar, at the bottom of it, it gets a thick clump of sugar. So you have to basically filter out your kidneys, so it's going to filter out through your pancreas, and then it's going to go out and basically rid of itself before it goes and turns into the actual full-blown diabetes. There of course is a normal use, is a medical use. If you create an illness, you have now created a solution, which is a medication for it. So
Exactly.
it keeps them in business. I always tell people, first seek what your body is needing first before you actually take the diagnosis in. Me, on the other hand, I have increased hypertension, which is high blood pressure,
Ooh.
but it's because when I got shot, the bullet pierced one of my kidneys, which it took out one of my kidneys. So where
So
the
are
placement is,
you're functioning with one kidney?
I'm functioning with one kidney, and the other one is being held up by two metal clamps. So, because it only has one kidney to filter to, my blood pressure increases, but I've been maintaining it. So, because I've started to learn my body and see what it needs and what it don't need, because all our bodies have sodium already in it, and it's made up of a lot of water. So you have to know what is good for your body and what isn't good for your body, because a lot of people will say herbs is good for your body, but see what your body wants, see what it may need, give it the attention that it needs, especially internally. Not A lot of people are turning to a lot of herbalists because a lot of herbalists have found solutions to basically
Yeah, and they're
wipe out
making,
the middleman.
you know what? And they find a lot in those juices. People are juicing.
Hmm.
So, it's getting a lot of nutrients and stuff like that. And it's good. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
Yes.
really good. You
Yeah.
gotta,
But shout out to Dr. Kenneth for you know uh, basically giving him that herbalist regimen and being able to be knowledgeable to give it to him, and now have
absolutely.
cured him from diabetes. So that's one less person. Because let me tell you, diabetes running in our family, type 1 and type 2.
I want to know who he is, though. Dr.
Right.
Kenneth. Is he a famous doctor? Because I don't know.
Right.
I don't really, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean.
Mm-hmm. You have to,
I'm gonna share this
seek the
with this.
information. It's all about information, people. All about information, and all of it brings forth healing, for real, for real. Because think about it, all the information that you get that's knowledgeable takes you to the next level of where you want to be. People go to
And that's
school
what we
to
do here.
create a career. Some people go ahead and they just want self-awareness, so they go ahead and they educate themselves on self-awareness. Some people want to be herbalists, they educate themselves on how to be herbalists. So it comes with knowledge and education.
Well, you could kind of Google a lot of things online. Just don't get yourself in trouble Googling things,
Hmm.
because sometimes like we Google a lot of stuff and then it scares us, like
Listen, I used to, when
because
I was little,
we
I goes
think
to the
we
doctor
know
so
what we're
much.
reading
I don't
and
want
we
to do no
don't.
Googling. I don't want to do no
Well,
Googling.
we think we know
I've been to
what we're
call
reading and
911, and by the
we
time
don't.
911 arrived, I'm already at the hospital. That's how panicky I'll get. So I'll be the one to stay off of Google.
Well, we think we know what we're reading and we don't know what we're reading. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So we think, oh yeah, that's what I got. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's really not. That's not what it is. Oh my God, can you send this thing over? Like this is really
Yes,
bugging me.
I don't know. I mean, it's so much things that people can do, extraordinary things, but it takes willingness to do extraordinary things. You have to first come out of your comfort zone to do that. And believe me, I know that can be very hard.
No,
That can be very hard, because it's always that what if. But how about if it's all in basically moving forward, they're taking that first step. Sometimes all you need to do is just take that one
no,
step
it's cool.
and moving forward. Next thing you know, you have now completed the first step to moving forward. My first step for me was basically coming outside after my daughter's incident. Like that was the first step. I couldn't come outside. I couldn't even go into a grocery store and actually do groceries after I had my daughter's incident. But once I learned how to basically do that and channel the mind and do that, it was kind of like
Yes, really.
going to the next step. Okay, I want to go to school. I didn't know how I was going to act inside a classroom with other people in there because I was an introvert. I just liked it to be at home with my children, raising them to be the great people that I want them to be. So I was fine with that.
The picture
But clearly, I had to be an example as well. So I went to school, got my high school diploma. Then after that, I wanted to go into medical school, but I ended up going a different route, and I ended up going into nursing school. And then I was about to quit in nursing school, but I said no.
Okay.
I was
She
about to
gonna
quit
do
a lot of times,
everything.
people.
We're not gonna quit though.
I know. Clearly I didn't quit, but it just come down to one of those situations that I want to tell people.
They can see.
In my mind, I have quit more than enough times. I have quit so many times that I quit thinking about quitting.
Me too. I quit. I quit today.
Look,
I
I
quit the
have quit
podcast
so many
today.
times that I
I'm
have
like,
quit
I
about
gotta
quitting.
quit. This is crazy. Like, I can't do it. I get stressed out. I'll be like, I really want to. Oh, I did him already. I really want to quit. Really, you know what I mean? I'll be like, I don't know.
I'm telling you.
Where's the other one? Oh, it
You
didn't.
been quit about quitting. You been their mind would have just conversed over, and then now you thinking quitting about quitting to the point where you just quit thinking about quitting, just like that.
Yep. Let's think about quitting.
Hmm.
Did I download it?
Now it's just like days. I just want to go home and be like, you know what, I quit. But then I'm telling you, I'll quit for the day, and then I'll even call my job and be like, look, I'm not even coming in for the next couple of days. Like, just take me off the schedule. I won't tell them I quit, but I'll just tell them to take me off of the schedule for a little bit. Then when I'm home, I literally don't know what to do with my mind.
Let me see if this guy is.
So I'll revert back from quitting and go ahead and move forward. And that's how we do it. That's how I did it. You might have a different way. You might be way further more along than me, but I just really want us to all come up to that same level of understanding that we can move forward and we don't have to let our mind hinder us and keep us in that bondage and have us at home thinking about the life that we would want when we all have gotten given the same opportunity, and that's life, and that's also the same 24 hours. What you do with your 24 hours matters. Make sure you do it used to basically getting yourself mental healthy and moving forward. And that's it.
I'm sending the guests out emails. I'm trying to this I'm trying to see if I can get the guests on. I sent them another message through a different app. I'm trying to get the messages out to this man.
Well,
yeah, well.
Okay, well, all right. Well, listen here. Shout out to Saving Grace. Today is Saving Grace Ministries 11th year anniversary. So she has now, Nizia Easterlin has now had her organization for 11 years. There is a celebration going on tonight. She was asking everybody to donate $11 for her 11 years. So the entry fee down to the celebration is $11. You're more than welcome to go down to Creations by Jen's Flower Shop on Kane Avenue. I believe it is still Kane. It is Kane Avenue, but it's 325 Kane Avenue, all the way down at the Creations by Jen's Flower Shop. She has a venue in there, and Saving Grace Ministries will be there celebrating their 11th year. So shout out to Saving Grace. She has serviced over 864 children. Hold on, I really want to do it. exactly how she put it because this is important for people. So I come in and I talk about traumatic brain injury versus trauma care, but then she also takes in and actually does the healing component. So she'll be able to assist you on finding a trauma facilitator and doing all that. So she states that Saving Grace today makes 11 years. God birthed ministry out of her pain.
Oh, wow.
She went from tragedy to triumph. It has never been about her, but it has been about the 804 families left victim to violent crimes that allowed her to help bless them and others. Others around them. God saw fit for us to provide grief counseling,
Okay.
resources, trauma healing, mental wellness, and spiritual enlightenment, which is hope. God allowed love to be gifted to her community without reserve.
All right.
Now, she is not a church. She is a faith-based nonprofit trauma ministry. She thanks everyone who believes in the vision and continues to support the families that she serves. Um, Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faithfulness is this: to look after orphans and widows in their distress and keep oneself from being polluted by the world. You can find her under Camden City Saving Grace, and all are welcome to help her celebrate tonight. It will be from 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock p.m. at 325 Kane Avenue. I'm glad I had that address right.
You
325
had it
Kane
right.
Avenue here in Camden, celebrating Saving Grace Ministries 11-year anniversary. So
Uh,
happy anniversary, Saving Grace.
let's see, something to put up. Mm. Yep, yep, yep.
And so I come in and I speak about the neurological component of it all. So after you have identified with everything that was in the seminar and able to now identify what's going on with you neurologically and be able to say, okay, this is some of the symptoms that I've been feeling, or this is something that um I definitely want to now create something to start a healing moving forward. Nizia will be one of the people that will take you in and identify that. On Tuesday nights, she has trauma healing for children. Um, and no, wait, let's start off with Monday night mental check-in. So on Monday night, she has a mental check-in where you just allowed to come on there. You don't even have to give a name or anything. It's through Zoom. And just do a mental check-in. Just talk about how you're feeling at the moment and how you'll be able to just get a word of encouragement. Everybody on there, believe me, you is going to check in about something mental health. So you won't be the only person put on the spotlight. You don't even have to talk. You could just be in that Zoom call. Tuesday she has the trauma healing for children, and then on Thursday she has the trauma healing for adults. So soon she will be coming on here, and she will be able to explain more
Yeah, we got to
further.
get her in the schedule. I
I
got
am her
so guess.
JJC coordinator, her juvenile justice coordinator over at her organization. So I do sit on her board as the juvenile care coordinator, where children that are coming out of incarceration just need that extra support to start moving forward. I do help with that. Some of the children that I have helped out with have not returned back to incarceration. They have gotten jobs and moved on with their life. So shout out to everybody trying to make a difference in children's lives. Just point blank, period.
Moscato says that there's a lot of people that need help, but they're afraid to ask. That's exactly right. They do
True.
need help. Just be around. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to say nothing. If you're in the building, then we know that you need something. Just follow
Mm-hmm.
along. You don't have to say nothing. Follow
Listen,
along.
if
We'll get you some
even
help.
you don't know how to contact a trauma facilitator on that day on April 21st here at 5 o'clock at 1656 Kane Avenue, we will even have the resources on hand to appoint you to where you can find a trauma facilitator, a trauma therapist, psychiatrist, whatever, ever, just trauma focused. You want it to be trauma focused. If you do not have the information, we will have that information on hand for pediatrics, which is children, minor children, and for adults.
Yeah.
Service in Camden and Philadelphia. And so it's true. It's true, Kato. Like there's a lot of people that need help. But I really want to say they need help, they need assistance because nobody can help you more than you. So we can
Yeah.
assist you, but we can't help you. That comes from inner self.
Right. That's right. We assist you. Just
I
lead
always
you,
tell people all the
steer
time,
you in the
listen,
right direction. You know what I mean? Sometimes some people just need compassion.
I used to tell my friends, listen, I'll pray with you. I'll listen to you. I'll even come just not even listen, just be a listening ear. Because I'll do all of that, but I can't help you.
Can't
You
help
gotta
you.
help yourself.
But it does help. It does.
It
Just having
does, but I mean,
having somebody listening.
I'm
to help.
helping them, but I can't be a help to them. I can only offer my assistance.
Yeah. I want to play a song. I don't know if I'm.
And thank you for that comment, Kato, because more people need to start coming out and basically not being afraid. There's nothing to be afraid about. Guarantee you there's nothing to be afraid about because the more we come out, the more of the need of the people is being met. We can't move forward if nobody's coming out to speak about it.
No. Let me see if I can get.
As like we said earlier, it goes all the way. Let's just talk about the presidents real fast. Same way when the president was there and they were not agreeing to what the president was saying, they went and moved forward. A couple of people moved forward and they got him impeached.
Yeah.
You can do that to just about anybody in the U.S., clearly. Somebody can be incarcerated for a long time, but if the people stand up and they petition and say that this person does not deserve to be in there, what does they do? Congress takes it in that these people have petitioned and they actually either minimize the time that they have in there or they let them go free. The voice of the people really matters. But if we don't come out because we're afraid, nothing changes. Nothing changes. And that's why I'm really into a lot of civil actions, and just being a civil rights action person, because if we don't move forward, what happens is that we be afraid to speak up, then people are able to control what they want to control. And they move out of the laws because it's better to just keep you in control than actually adhering to the law. So, hear that again. It's better to control you than actually getting you to adhere to the law. And so moving forward, we have to not be afraid to ask anything because it's our lives. And we have been given this life to live. And we only have one life to live. Why live it afraid?
Right. What you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm just looking for some music. Don't pay me no mind. Yeah, like.
Wow, Jenny, looking for some music. We would like for y'all to call in, but y'all don't want to call in and chat with us. We don't even have to talk about them subjects. Just talk.
The guest didn't even come. So,
right.
I hit him in 4 different places. Is all I can do.
Well, the guest was going to talk about healthcare. Me being a nurse, just looking from the outside in. Y'all ain't talking now. Y'all definitely going to talk when there's 1 or 2 doctors that's willing to see you.
If there's anybody that wants to pop on and have something to say, want to be seen on the podcast, all you have to do is put your email in our comments and we will send you the link, and then you can come on live and then you can speak with Janika and myself. Okay. So in the meantime, I found a song and we'll play it. That's all we can do right now. So this is all about your life. Can rock. Write your story. This guy.
They like, stop playing, write your story. Better tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story. They like, stop playing, write your story. Better tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story. I'm not saying I'm invincible, but I'm ready for anything, and it don't matter the level of our physical. Told me that for around that corner waiting, and I said, fuck it, grab the chopper, slid around that corner, fuck you saying. I'm the only one that control my life, but won't let my future be altered by some shit that ain't right. So I've been down that road too much, truth be told. That's why I'm alone and fuck with niggas too much. I be in my own world, trying to be a god dead. Gain all the necessary knowledge, become a god ahead. Cause the clock racing. Hands moving illy, I can let it be another one of those that can snare me. Without me taking all the proper precautions to get rich, staying locked in, focused. That's how you get that shit closer than I ever been. I got offers on my table, shit only coming once. So while I'm breathing and able, I'ma put my fucking own empire, my own label. Show them my purpose and meant well. Mom, I'ma do this shit for you, I'ma do it well. Never did I see the day where I'm giving farewell. She left a nigga dead inside, man, that shit hurt like hell. She left a nigga dead inside, man, that shit hurt like hell. Think I really understand why shit happened the way it did, and I was forced right into a child's worst nightmare. Think about it now, all the shit I experienced was put to the test of a young and a living experience. She broke me in the way, but overall I'm still fighting. Let these balls put the strength on upon feet like lightning.
Call in 856-964-926.
Pay more attention. I never asked to be a part of this shit. God showed me I had the talent, had to acquire it quick. For this production, no one was shot by 30. For those who ever doubted me, your vision was blurry. Never seen a young nigga for the growth that I am. I was chosen, my man. How you couldn't see it, my man? You fucked up when the devil dropped the knife in your hand. From all us backstabbing to backbiting. And this is karma in its truest form, I'm not lying. Nah, y'all really turned me to a fucking tyrant. And I'ma have no fucking begging for mercy like a peasant who worked the whole day without water, hot and thirsty. You don't understand the monster y'all created. I gained the strength to overcome that sedation. Now I'm on my shit. There's no more delay. Got a daughter on the way, so I'm going super saiyan. Lyric daddy, but make sure you good. I'm not playing. Teach you what it is to be a lady, be a real woman. Know what I'm saying? They like, stop playing, write your story. Better tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story. They like, stop playing, write your story. Better tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story. They like, stop playing, write your story. Better tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story. They like, stop playing, write your story. Better tell your story, make it hit home, make it feel your story.
What y'all think about that?
I'm 100% agreement because I actually wrote my story.
That's right.
You know what's crazy, Jenny?
Oops,
I wrote my story.
We got authors in the building.
I wrote my story. Shout out to Era the Beginning. That's my
right.
book called Era the Beginning. I wrote that story 10 years ago, being upset at my mom for her not understanding my neurological process and what I needed from her. So I decided to write my story, speak my truth. But it wasn't until 10 years later that I actually released the book. But I had to be healed first before I released the book. Ain't that something? Yeah. I wrote it in a mental impairment state, and then I didn't release it until I was healed or finding my healing.
That's when the best stuff come out.
Right here. And you know what?
That's the bookmarker.
Era the Beginning. I'm gonna write it down to y'all. This is actually the bookmarker that is given to you inside the book. Also, I forgot to mention, when you come to the seminar on April 21st, I have a co-authored chapter that I'll be using as a case study. And I also will have the books here too. So you can come on in, get an autographed signed copy by me.
Would be free.
Era the Beginning. The book is based on true life events. It was created to bring awareness to how trauma can not only have long physical effects, but very intense mental effects called post-traumatic stress disorder, also known as PTSD. As we journey through Era the Beginning, which is 1 out of 3 books, you will get a glimpse of some of the direct effects of trauma. The word era is defined as a place and time in someone's life, as in the graphic in this book. You will notice that the running through word era, running through the word era, this is this line is known as a symbol to cross out an error made. So not only did I tell the my graphic designer to make error, I wanted him to put a line through there because error and error was two things that I was struggling with. So
Send a
this
request again, papers.
this line is known as symbol to cross out an error made. In this book, you will quickly find out how both error and error can be joined as one. Take this journey, travel through time, travel through this little girl's life filled with mental anguish and trauma. Era, a period of time marked by distinctive characters, events, etc., which is ERA, and era, a mistake. PTSD is a disorder in which a person has difficulty recovering after experiencing or witnessing a terrifying event. PTSD symptoms have intense, disturbing thoughts and feelings related to their experience that last long after the traumatic event has ended.
Make the request again
may
for the live.
relive the event through flashbacks or nightmares. They may have sadness, fear, or anger, and they may feel detached or estranged from other people. Error the beginning. This book, when it was actually a physical copy in my hand, I couldn't believe I was ready to tell my truth and tell the world what happened to me at such a young age of the tender age of 2. And everything that I actually witnessed out of my own eyes by the age of 2. I had so much that was going on in my life, out of my lenses of my life that I just want to tell my truth so somebody else could come out of it, come out of that state of mind of saying it's okay to have went through all that, but how do you want your story to end? And my story's still going. So although it says it's 1 out of 3 books, right now while we talking, I'm still creating the next book. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, go ahead and read it. If you don't have the book on hand, you don't want to go on Amazon to get it, I have books on hand. I'll be bringing them on April 21st down for purchase down at the Comfort Level Podcast at 1656 Kane Avenue. Also, we'll have the Code Chapter book that's also going to be used as a case study. Because listen, after the seminar, we're going to be going and we're going to look and be able to identify certain things in children. So like that, we won't have to worry about them having long lasting effects of trauma. So come get the information. Everybody that has came out to the last seminar actually have already moved forward and finding healing. Children have been actually being adjusted in the school system. So it is what it is. Papers.
Papers in the
Whichever
building.
way he got to come in, he's gonna make an appearance.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hear that?
Trying to get done.
Yeah.
It's been hectic all day. It's raining. It rained on our parade. Up and down. Putting this thing together. So.
Is you done yet?
Trying to make it. Danny gonna have to pick me up. Gonna have to pick me up at the bridge. Then I'm gonna get dropped off at the bridge.
At the bridge.
At the beginning of the bridge. That's where I'm gonna be standing at when I get off.
That's the dumbest thing anybody could do.
And that's Papers though.
It took you to the bridge. We like right here.
You know what I'm saying? Stand at the bridge.
In front of the Carter? In front of the Carter?
How important what you're doing is so elegant because just by helping people out, you feel what I'm saying? It's like putting a smile on everybody else's face. You know what I'm saying? People look up. You know what I mean? Like that girl lost her mother. You feel what I'm saying? She had 6 kids, and her mother was the only one helping her. So like that's dope. Like I appreciate what you're doing for the community and the surrounding cities, like we say. You feel what I'm saying? And our slogans and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yo, music major, what up? What up, everybody that's on here?
Yeah, well, you're not overlooked either, Papers. You know what I mean? You bring a special ambiance to the podcast as well. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And you know a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
More importantly, more importantly, papers, let's just tell people we're not trying to change who you are. We want you to be authentically you and who you are. And the only way to do that is to find healing, right, papers?
That's right. We found out a lot of stuff about ourselves since we've been doing this podcast. Papers is on the job and he calling in because, well, this podcast is part of his baby too. You know what I mean? Janika's important to papers. I'm important to papers just as much as he's important to us and the podcast. So, you know, either way we got to do it. This is how we doing it. Look at it. There he is.
Yes.
Nothing. I was just telling him you got to make it happen. He couldn't be here, so he came in on the live. Like, you know, it takes time and effort and communication and stuff like that to get guests on the show. And when they don't take the time to come, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They don't take the time. That's it. All right, papers.
I'm gonna go ahead and run through some of the community things that's going on right now. Okay, so the city of Camden government states that there's grants available now for LIHR. Excuse me, let me run that back. LIHWAP, Low Income Housing Water Assistance Program. It provides funds to assist low-income households with water and waste water bills. If eligible, Camden residents are urged to apply. For more information and application, it has an actual website that you can tap on to be able to get help with your water and sewage bills. So they have a grant for that. People take advantage of it because listen, this is the whole thing. I have a nonprofit organization, y'all know, and I also have the MQ Consult Agency. If you do not utilize the grants stay small. So if they gave you $100,000 grant and all the dollars was spent on it, then next year they'll double that to $200,000.
I know that's right.
So let's keep the grants going. Now this is also a micro business loan program workshop. It will be happening on Thursday at 3:00 down at NJEDA. It don't have an address for that. Also it has my seminar on there, which is the traumatic brain injury versus trauma care at 5:00 down at the Comfort Level Podcast. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk to you about, we had nominated, this is my second year doing it, where we nominated a mother here in the community that has children that go to school in the city of Camden, and we have actually offered them a glam day. So the glam day includes a hairstylist appointment, a nail, a manicure, pedicure, cards, flowers, makeup artist. So all of that has been donated. We have many sponsors who donated that. Even someone from the Dow House that has so she is donating the makeup kit. So the nominee was actually told today. I sent the video to her telling her that she was nominated by Rare Jewel nonprofit organization.
Oh my God.
To be glam for a day. So her reveal will be happening on May 7th at a Community Mother's Day event on that Saturday. So we're going to reveal who it is, and we're going to wait for her to be all glammed up, and we're going to bring her in, and all the mothers will be down there to help celebrate her and many other mothers in the community. So I'm excited. Yes. So I'm excited. And Carlene Roberts, that's who own and all the Roberts. I want to say all the Roberts. They own not only the Doll House, they also own the My Wife Can Cook cooking show, which came out of my sis Carlene not being able to cook. but she was able to cook some else. Look her up on Facebook under
They
My
make
Wife
their
Can
own
Cook.
spices.
Yes, but if you go on her page on My Wife Can Cook, you will understand what it really means. Why she
Oh
can't
my
cook
God. On
in the
Facebook?
physical, but she could cook in the
That's her
spiritual.
page on Facebook?
Yes, it's under My Wife Can Cook. It's an awesome show, an awesome page to be on. And then now she has took My Wife Can Cook, something that she basically birthed in the middle of the pandemic, on Facebook. And she admits that she couldn't cook, and her husband is actually a chef, and he wasn't available. And so what she did was she took a hamburger meat, and she said she just wrapped it in bacon and put it in the oven to make a meatloaf, but she wanted to make a different meatloaf. And it created it went viral, and from there she was able to build on it. So she tells her truth, and My Wife Can't Cook on Facebook. I don't know all her other social media. I always um be tagged and following her on My Wife Can Cook on Facebook page. Shout out to her, shout out to Purple Magnolia, where Niasia, she has a boutique in the Morristown Mall where she donated the outfit. So the person that we nominated, she'll be wearing an outfit out of Magnolia's Purple Magnolia Boutique. Saving Grace Ministries donated the shoes. Creations by Jen, she donated the flowers and the card.
Wow, this is
Lou
crazy.
Sanchez, Angel Alamo, he's an editor and journalist in the city of Camden. He donated the manicure and pedicure that will be she will be taking over to La Moda in
Make sure they get the right one. It's not the personal blog over here. This is somebody else.
In Merchantville, she'll be going to La Moda, and she'll be having a whole experience over there with her manicure and pedicure. Also, someone, and I don't even know the name yet, is the one who's doing the hairstylist. I haven't gotten the complete name of her yet, but I do want to announce her as well because she's going to be the one doing the hair. So listen, she's covered,
things, ladies. I mean, we're taking care of everything. You know, I mean, like a lot of people sometimes they don't even they're not going out no more and different things, and they're wary of the pandemic. The numbers is rising again in Philly. You know what I mean? And with you creating these events, and you know, it's actually enhancing people's lives, giving them something to look forward to.
Well, listen, last year I did it in the middle of a pandemic. Like last year was the middle of a pandemic, for sure, for sure. But you know, shout out to everybody who donated last year. They made that happen. Omni Hair Trust, they did the hair last year. Jen Creations by Jen
How
Flower
do I
Shop.
sign up for that?
So it was a nominee to be. I basically reached out to Parents Invincible because they have a heavy community with parents in the schools that go to the schools. And actually I wanted to basically highlight someone that was in the school system with their child and being up on the school to make sure that their child is getting the education that they need. So they had brought first.
So I'm out.
Yes. So I just wanted to do it that way. It really started to become an honor for my mother. My mother, Millie Love. She has succumbed from lymphoma brain cancer. And my mom believed that every woman, no matter what shape, form, or size, or disability that they had, they all deserve to be beautiful. And she always told women how beautiful they were. And she always tried to find a way to make their spirits be more lifted and more to make them more happy and get out of that sad situation. My mom didn't like nobody being around her sad. So I lost my mom 2 years ago to it. And to honor my mother passing, I decided to do something in memory of her. Something that, you know, her legacy can move forward and move on. So I brought a special Mother's Glam Day about, and last year we did it last minute. Last year it was like literally like a week and a half advance before we did the revealment. This year I already knew what I wanted. We did it a month out in advance. May 7th we will be doing the reveal. Now another thing that y'all can be starting to get a hold of is life jackets up to 100 pounds. We're going to be doing the life jacket receivement of the life jackets on what is it, that weekend before, that Friday before Memorial Day weekend. So whatever is the Friday before Memorial Day weekend, I don't have the schedule on me right now. That's when I'll be collecting the life jackets up to 100 pounds. I'll be having a link online on my social media sites where you can go on to the registry and actually order one from off of there. Or if you just want to go into the Walmart store, because they have them out at the Walmart right now, and buy some and hold on to them, because surely enough, May is coming.
That's
So
right.
you want to have your life jackets. If you want to just buy some at a time or buy a bulk, you can. You have enough time. Every life jacket donated to Rare Jewel nonprofit organization helps save one young life. Just look
That's
at it
right.
that way. It's going to help save one young life. So get your life jackets together, people.
That's
Get your
what
life
I'm
jackets
saying.
together. I'll be releasing the location where I'll be at to collect the life jackets. We're going to celebrate it. We're going to make it a
Is that
joyous
the day we
event.
blow the bubbles?
No, the Blowing Bubbles for Jules event is on June 4th, where all of us nationwide will come together on through social media sites. You can go in the back of your comfort of your home or wherever you want to be at.
Everybody
Blow
gonna blow
bubbles.
bubbles because I'm gonna be giving out
Yes,
bubbles here at the
yes.
podcast. And if you don't have any
If
bubbles, you
you
can
are
just
in
stop by
Camden
and grab your bubbles.
or nearby and you want to meet us at the park that we're going to be at, we're going to be there blowing bubbles, and we're going to be hashtagging on Facebook, all the social media sites. What is it? Team Rare, Team Jewel, Juji, which is my daughter, will be Team Rare Jewel, blowing bubbles for jewels, whatever
Right
tag
up
you
here
want to
in the
put,
corner. Right up
we'll
here in the
have it.
corner.
Yes. So, come out. It's bubbles represent oxygen at our nonprofit organization. So every bubble that you blow will actually be us,
Breath.
yes, be breathing breath back into traumatic brain injury children, which is something that they like. They lack oxygen. That's why they were diagnosed with traumatic brain injury in the first place. So that's what it is.
That's good. That's a
Yes.
good idea.
Yes. So
Oh
um
my God, y'all.
y'all want to keep up with me,
Bubbles.
you
Just
can
a
go
simple
over to the
bubble.
page, the Rare Jewel nonprofit organization page
Up
on
there in the
Facebook,
corner.
or you can go over to Instagram under rare_jewel 313. Or you can go onto my main page where I'm always at. You can find me there at Mogul Queen on Facebook. My profile picture is actually my what is it? My logo
I
for
gotta say,
my agency, the consultant agency. You can find me there as well.
MQ,
MQ
MQ.
Consultant Agency. Let me see. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all right now, cause you know
We getting ready for
my
our
season
next
is
guest.
here. This is the season where I kick up, I take off. I'm bringing y'all education and
They can see
awareness
you. They can still see.
to pool safety and awareness. So not only am I now, Jenny, doing the seminar for traumatic brain injury versus trauma
Put it
care,
away, right?
but because my organization is the season to kick up, I'll also be going next to pool sites and having events
Oh my
partnered with
God.
Parents Invincible, where I'll come out and be educating the people on pool safety and awareness and how to properly put on a life jacket on a child. And let me make this disclaimer that the life jacket only keeps your child afloat. It does not keep your child from drowning. I just want to
What do you-
make that
well, how
aware.
does a child drown in a life jacket?
Sometimes the life jacket, it could be way too big for the
Okay.
child,
Okay.
where the when it hits the water, it can actually drown the child itself. So I'll be explaining that inside of the educational seminar, where
Oh
we
wow.
actually will show you how the child can drown in this life jacket and how
Mhm.
to properly install the life jacket on the child. So you could be able to identify if your child is going to be safely in the water swimming and not able to drown, where someone can actually see the child, or they will basically still drown in the life jacket. You do not want to be one of those parents. There's plenty of parents whose children drown in the life jacket. And I'll be able to tell you why shortly. Let's get this traumatic brain injury versus trauma care seminar out the way. So then we can move on in to educating the people about pool safety and awareness and why the open water play is so dangerous in our community, and how I solely believe that every child has to have a life jacket on and open water play the whole time. They should be eating with the life jacket on. I don't care if you in the back of your house at a swimming pool. I don't care if you at a community pool. I don't care if you at a beach. The whole time you there, your child should have the life jacket on. If they around open water, they should have the life jacket on. And more importantly, drownings happen more at home, believe it or not, than at actually the community pools or beaches. There's somebody coming on now.
Yeah, that's my new guess. All right, I can't play this no more. All right, all right, all right. Welcome. We got my guy in the building. What's up?
Showtime the Hypeman is here. How y'all doing?
That's right. I know. This is my co-host for today,
Okay.
the
How you
mogul
doing?
queen. Mogul queen.
How you doing?
She's about to roll out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a little time going on.
Okay.
All right.
But it was nice meeting you.
Well, it was nice meeting you too. I ain't going nowhere. Shit, I'm still young.
He's still young. He ain't going nowhere.
So
He's
so are you saying that we shall see each other again?
That is correct, because Showtime the Hypeman doing it big. So, of course, you're going to want to see me again. Why not? I'm the
Well,
next
then
big
that's an
thing.
open invitation to letting me know where you're going to be at then.
Well, we're going to be everywhere, because when you're patient and you wait on God, that's when it all start coming. When you're
Come
crying,
on,
you
talk
think it
about
ain't
it.
gonna happen. You think it ain't going to happen. Everybody talking and saying this. You better learn the word patient and wait on him, and it's starting to happen. So you might as your mind get ready, because we're about to get in shape for 2022, so things can be smooth sailing, Buzz. How y'all doing?
How you
Yes.
doing, man?
Yes,
Showtime the
yes.
Hype Man. This
Shout
man,
out to Showtime, the hype
let me
man.
tell you. Let
You
me
got to
tell
say that
you.
hype.
Let
Hype
me,
man.
Let me tell you. He has done events that the undeniable hype, his personality, the showmanship, it just captures the audience. And like, you got to tell him, he's a master of ceremonies. Simple as
Yeah,
that.
well, I'm glad you said that. Where 10 years ago, when I first started the Dell Music, it one of the biggest platform and black venue in the city of Philadelphia, where I became one of the household name with no one have never understood what I was doing, but I understood because God told me to do it. And what
Right.
happened was all the shows that I had done, and I have performed with every artist, every celebrities in the industry that went to the Dell Music. So I want to give a shout out to the Dell Music, and also Platinum Entertainment that's doing it big at the Boardwalk Hall, Atlantic City. All the places they had shows where they allowed me to come out, engage in the audience, and also the all stars of hip hop. I am the hype man for that. It's just been an overwhelming for the
I'm gonna
last
be with Platinum on
May
for
the
the
7th
May 8th. No, the 8th.
or
The
May the
intruders.
8th. Yeah. Okay.
The intruders. So I'll be
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing a live commercial for Platinum Entertainment. I'm one of their promoters where I market all they stuff. I've
yes.
been with Platinum for the last 12, 13 years. I want to give a shout out to Billy Ingram. Today's his birthday. Platinum Entertainment. Want to give Billy Ingram a shout out on your show. Happy birthday, Billy Ingram. One of the nicest, hardworking organization. Platinum Entertainment has took it to the next level, and I've been blessed to
Happy
be with a team of people that are really serious in this promotion that when it comes to bringing live shows, live music for blacks, where a lot of us has been shut down because we have never learned how to organize and structure shows, even though a lot of people do shows. But I got the degree by me being under them. I have studied and learned a lot. So I'm ready for the big deal. I'm ready for the big shows. Anything that comes my way, that I'm ready. I'm prepared for any big level show. Doesn't really matter. The budget can be $1 million, can be $5 million. where I know where to take the money, how to get it, and got the right people to help me out to make sure this show be successful and the money that we put out, that we guarantee our money back 3 times more what we put out. So I'm learning a lot when it comes to promoting shows, and also, that I am one of the hottest new hosts, MC, in
Yes,
this
you
area.
are.
No
Yes,
question
you
about it.
are. You're in our city, and that's why I interrupt. Well, I came to one of the shows because my partner he performed that night. I
Yeah, I
mean,
saw that
and
paper.
yeah, yeah, papers, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Papers is just about getting off from work right now, so he couldn't be here. Like he
It's
had,
okay. It's okay. I,
yeah.
I,
So but he'll be there. He'll be there with me when I'm gonna stream you live on the 30th.
yeah, Nonstop Entertainment Media Group, and this is their 12th season. I want to give a shout out to Santana.
Santana the man.
Yeah, Santana, where I became in his organization along with Platinum Entertainment Organization. I'm grateful for all these organizations has allowed me to come into their organization where I realize that I'm assessed to anybody that I join because of my working habit and my passion and my gift. Where a lot of people have never understood the gift. I may not have the degrees on the walls. I may not have all the stuff with most people, but your gift will open up doors. But because of people today, we're not accustomed of seeing gifts, and we don't talk about the gift anymore. Where we look at some of our older artists like Jackie Wilson and James Brown and I can go on and Otis Redding, all of them knew the music was a way to get us out of the poverty and out of the ghetto. And even Sammy Davis Jr., where a lot of people didn't like Sammy Davis Jr., but Sammy Davis Jr. was one of the black guys that hung around white Jewish people in the entertainment
Right,
business, where we criticized Sammy Davis Jr. But what he said, I'm doing is for us to open up doors for us. In that time, I understand what is going on when it comes to our music because I was telling Facebook and Instagram and Twitter where we're not hearing our music because y'all not allowing music to play on social media.
right.
And because shows like you and shows like the Cosmo Go, you know that I'm the owner of Cosmo Radio Network USA.
Yes.
That's why, let me say that again. My name is Showtime My Hype Man. I am the owner of Cosmo Radio Network USA. And the reason why I say USA, I'm all over, and plus my partner over Sean Token over in UK. I am so grateful to have a partner over in another country that discovered my voice. And I didn't realize I had a voice for radio and broadcast. I knew it then, and when I did some commercials at WDAS FM,
Yeah.
where I went and did a commercial, and the guy that they said, "Man, I want to say something to you." He said, "You are the voice." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You got the voice." So that then I knew I had a gift, and it came from God, but I didn't know what to do, and I still don't know what to do. Even with my radio show, I ask God all the time, "I don't know what I'm doing, God, and I need your help." What you
He told
laughing
you
for?
to dance because he said dance. He said dance. That's what he said.
Well, I am a smooth operator. I do work out. I
You got a
exercise.
signature dance.
Yeah, you know what? And I that dance. It's crazy where people see me come out at all the concerts. And at my age, I am 60 years old, but I'm 30 in the spirit. I want to get that clear to my audience. I have a young spirit, not an old spirit. And where a lot of people always use them old Negroes slogan, well, I guess you getting old, I ain't gonna do this. No, it ain't about age, my fans.
Right.
I want everybody to know that stop that age stuff.
No.
It's a whole new ball game in 2022. And those who are 60 gonna make it. Those who are
I'm
70 gonna do it.
62.
But there you
I'm
go.
62 years old.
Yeah, so it ain't about the age. It's about the energy And the more energy that you apply, the more the electric of your body assure you to stay around longer than other people. Where they see me doing what I'm doing at Showtime, the Hype Man, at my age, I still can do the same thing I did 12 years ago and still impact the crowd, whites, young. Also, if I'm doing a nonstop entertainment and I'm doing 97 FM said they called it the Showtime Shuffle.
That's what it's called, the
I
Showtime
didn't know that.
Shuffle. Yeah.
I said, well, hold it now. So they started naming that one the R Star Showtime Hype Man Shuffle, and I didn't know that because I was that little pop and where Santana said when everybody liking it, so we got a lot of views off of the Showtime My Hype Man Shuffle at the last event with Drew Ski and all them from
Yeah.
97 FM. So I'm just grateful.
So, well, maybe on April 30th, you can ask the audience to stand up and do it with you.
Well, you know how young folks are. They don't know how to entertainment. Everybody got a stone face. Ain't
Yeah,
nobody
that's
scared of
how
me.
they are.
Ain't
That's
nobody
how
scared of
they
me.
are.
Ain't nobody scared of none of y'all. I know I'm not.
None of
Uh,
them. I'm not
yeah,
scared
yeah.
of.
I ain't
We
scared of none
not
of
scared
y'all.
of y'all.
No, no,
We
we
not
ain't scared of
scared of
you.
y'all. We
No,
coming for
we not. But we coming where I believe that you are an amazing woman. You are. I watch your website. I like your concept, what you're doing, and where anything I can do to help you. It's important for me to help you out. Um, you're doing a marvelous job. I'm seeing you going out there. I'm looking at your marketing is nice. Your platform is nice. Because I got a third eye and I see it. So I
I
just
got a
wanted.
lot to learn.
It's okay. Learning is called head-on learning. I am learning. I have never owned a radio station in my whole life. All the new technology I have never learned. I have never went to school for it.
Me neither.
So what I'm doing, even with the computer, even with when things go wrong, where I learn how to figure out my one thing about Jazzy O. I'm gonna get Jazzy O. He's the engineer and the sound man for nonstop entertainment. He's gonna come in and where we are putting a whole team together to make Cosmo Radio Network a successful business. This is a business.
Wonderful,
And
wonderful. Yes.
I just want you to know this is a business, nonstop entertainment media group. So it's a pleasure for me to even host these shows, and that's what I'm doing.
No.
Hello.
No. Yeah, I was here. That was my associate. She was coming to make sure because I usually end my shows at 7 o'clock, but since I have the incredible, the most wonderful hype man in the city, I
Yes, I
stay.
am. I
Yeah, so they
am.
just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah. Well, what the main thing. Yeah, I
No
am the
problem,
number
the
one.
hype man.
Yeah, I am the number one hype man worldwide. Matter of fact, you can
That's
Google
right.
me. I'm the only one in the world, and I'm so grateful that I became the only hype man in the world. And anybody want to Google me, you can go to Showtime the Hype Man, Google me, you can see that I pop up on the Google.
That's
So
right.
I'm so grateful for that. Also, I'm grateful that God has allowed me to do what I do in 2022, and I'm only getting better because my spirit is connecting now with who I am, and where bigger shows and bigger platforms are going to come my way. And where it's important for me to be ready because you got to have that dog in you if you want to be successful and be rich. What you laugh for?
Cause my boss is over here listening to you, and she's
Uh,
clapping
yeah,
and
yeah,
everything. Yes,
yeah.
and
You,
you do. You got to have that dog in
you got to
you.
have that dog in you, and
Worst of
where
all, they think we can't keep up.
shit, that's a lie. Watch me. Because it's important to understand who I am, and I know who I am now.
Yes.
Where I understand that successful is failure. And long as you know that success is failure, you don't have to worry every time you make a mistake. Oh, that's part of being successful. Where a
Yep.
lot of people need to change the way they think and start changing the way you think. And all about who you hang with. It's all about who you're being with. where spirituality has allowed me to develop a cockiness and the dog in me. Roof. I'm
Mm.
barking. I don't give a damn. you gotta have
Oh wow.
you gotta
I'm
have that
taking
dog.
all this in, because I might be barking tonight.
Well, you better bark shit. And
I gotta
barking,
be people.
well, bargaining means that you told people I got a new way.
A
And
new
what
way.
I'm doing to get there, I got to believe what I'm saying. And if you start believing and people say you can't do it, then you can't do it. Once, if you don't tell yourself that, keep pushing, my sister.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
what else you want to ask me? I know you got a question for me.
Well, no, actually, you answered most of the questions that I may have. Now, I can ask you some unorthodox stuff.
I can handle that. I am a great gifted question man.
Uh, no, okay. All right. No, I'm gonna ask you one of the crazy interview questions that they always ask. What sparked you the first time to want to hit that stage as a hype man?
Wow, good question. The late Tina Marie and Keith Sweat concert, 2010, August the 10th, at the Dell Music Center. The late formerly Tommy Blackwell.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, Tommy.
Yeah, that's him. We were there. That's
And
him.
where when they played their song, if you look on, I got over a million a million views already.
Mm-hmm.
For Book Noble. Book Noble videoed me that day and it went all over the world. So every week, I just kind of, when I heard music where I'm not ashamed because it's God. See, most people that does what I do, if you're doing it with yourself, it's not going to come out right.
Right.
See, because it's a spiritual way and where I transform. See, you have to learn. Showtime and Hype Man transform into the character. I don't see none of y'all. I don't hear y'all. And that's why I sold for 10 years. I was at the Dell Music for 10 whole years.
I see
Nobody never
you.
done.
I
So
see you dancing
yeah,
around.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's and people. It's a where and those who are diabetic, those who had cancer, breast cancer, all these. We get all these letters and emails from people say, "Showtime the Hype Man, you don't know what you've done to my mother. My mother had chemo that day, but she said she had to come to the Dell because when you come and electrify all of us, you make us laugh, you make us not work. If you broke up with your little boyfriend that day, you forget about him for that little moment."
Oh, that's so beautiful.
So
Amazing.
Showtime and Hype Man, and anybody knows me, I point up here and I let my audience, it ain't me, it's him. Any
Yeah.
show I do, and I've been to every show, let me say, I have been at any show, every show, and every time I always point to God. There's a reason why I'm doing that because I'm about to take off on bigger and the next level.
But it's
So
funny that you say that because and that you mentioned that you was at that Tina Marie concert or whatever
Mhm.
because Tina Marie is my favorite singer in the world. And when she sings, this is all I do.
Come
That's
on.
all we do. All we do. Me and my girlfriend, we got pictures. We send pictures to each other just like that.
Wow.
That's all we do. Because it's of God. It's all of God. Yes.
Well, and that's where
It's me. I don't know if they call him. Not him, but the man. He's supposed to have books.
so what made you get into radio and where
Because I
did
wanted
it fall?
to show y'all off. Because I wanted to show y'all off. Because I got people that do music and I'm always hanging around and I didn't want to be nobody's groupie.
Man, I know that's right. You better go ahead and share.
That's right. And I can't sing or dance. So what else was I going to do but talk about them?
Yeah, yeah. Before I
I
do
looked
want to
out
say
for
that
them.
May 7 at the Broadwalk Hall, Atlantic City, Keith Sweat, Brownville, after 7. where we're doing the Mother Day Music Festival. Give a shout out to Platinum Entertainment where we're doing that. Also, we're doing the after party with Doc B, Gary O at the Caesar. Also, we're doing a jazz brunch at the Broadwalk Hall. I mean, at the Caesar. That's in time. Start the jazz brunch is on Sunday, May the 8th, with the show that you're doing with the Intruders and the Bloodstone. I forgot all the people.
Aztecs, Russell Thompson.
That's correct. So basically, we will get those who tickets still available for that show to also, and know that Showtime the Hype Man is going to come out at the Mother Day at the Broadwalk Hall, Atlantic City. I think I'm gonna come out and allow the mothers and everybody to get pumped up. So Showtime going to bring his character, and we're gonna, and I'm gonna light it up. I'm gonna light it up because I'm energized, and I think that we need to do something for the mothers. Because without mothers, a lot of us would be doomed right now. So I want to give a shout out to all the mothers.
Here without
And
mothers.
because mothers y'all the bomb. And I want to say that personally that I respect the women and women's are more smarter than us. And I want to say that live on your show.
Thank you so much. 18
18
years.
years smarter than a man.
She said 18 years smarter than a man.
Which is 18 years what?
Come over, come on.
Yeah, come on over. You ain't got to be scared.
I know she all shy.
I'm not
Cha-cha
shy.
in the
Hey, there
morning.
you go. Come on in. There you go.
Look, she gotta get closer to me.
Yeah, yeah. That's so you all in the background and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm here live with y'all. Come on. Hey,
Yes,
man.
I have a question. Like when you everything
didn't
that you
even
do,
say it.
how do you embrace people our age? You know, like I'm 43, so I get on the stage and I host different events. But what do you tell somebody like me that can push everybody like us to move forward?
I'm a good question. I'm gonna tell you too. It starts with your spirit. When you go on that stage, you have to transform to who you are and be yourself. And what happened is you got to be organic and be different.
Right.
When you go on that stage, don't try to be like nobody else but you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And when to captivate the audience, I am the host for the Go Home and Go Hard. Kids are 4 years old to 19 years old. Me.
Mm.
And I'm 60. And when I come out, they engage with me because the energy that I have and what God gave me.
Right.
So I host from 18 to 26. I can do all ages. And I'm grateful and I have seen the response of my audience, but also you know that because me and you are black people are not used to something new. They're used to this old way and the same people. So
Right.
I want to encourage you. You just go there and get that mic and just be you. And I guarantee you, the more you do it, and you have to practice every morning. Hi, my name is Showtime the Hypeman. We are live around the world. I practice every day. When you're in your car, you practice.
Yeah.
When you're working out, I don't know if you work out or not. You have to practice your gift. And I believe that you're a great host. I believe that you're going to be a great female host. Maybe
Thank
one day me and you can host a show. Since I'm hosting all these shows, you
Yes,
can
yes,
come,
I've been seeing you.
Absolutely.
you can come by and you can be the side, and I coming in and and I did the Bob Marley Jamaican Association. I do the big Bob Marley concert. I've been blessed to do, and I'm getting better because I'm getting booked now where people are booking me. So I'm so grateful for God first, and I'm
Right.
grateful for you too. So my tell you, practice, get just do it and be yourself. I don't care how you sound. You get up and you're going to start attracting people. People going to start calling you up the book.
Mhm.
You're already jazzy. You just need a little push.
And you know, it's true.
Boom.
It's true. I get booked, but it's true because it's one person. People look at you and say, okay, this, and this. But when that stage hits, it's a whole nother mindset. It's like, okay, Cha-Cha is in the building. Charlie is somebody else. Cha-Cha is in the building. And you don't see the people. And that's what when I first got up there, I'm like, I can't see nobody. But you hear everything. So before I get on any stage, before I do anything, before I start my show, I always tell myself, like, okay, God, allow me to see the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, but allow me to embrace these people. and then I get on the stage and I do whatever I have to do. That's just how it goes, you know. And we got this the mama of the station. She's our mom. She'd be like my boss. I don't like her saying that because she's mommy.
She's our coordinator. She coordinates everything for the media.
Well, I think you're gonna do good. I'm just learning myself where I try to get people to come on the Cosmo Radio Network USA, where I try to help people, but they come in and try to change the radio station around where I have everything brand new, top of the line equipment. I am so grateful with God put everything together so quick for me in a little bit of time, and I'm grateful for my administrator over in UK, where we set up everything and where I try to help people. But it seems like our people come in our organization, it's all about the brand. I got a brand, I got a name. I'm well known.
You Showtime.
I am. I'm well known.
About that. Am I able to come and learn something from you at your radio station?
I would love both of y'all to come to see the classy architect station that I got, and y'all definitely are invited. And also where we can switch up, where y'all can come on my show, where we can work together. Because it's not about me. It's about being free spirit and allowing us to work together. And I talk about organization all the time. We don't know how to organize. And that's why we don't own anything. That's why we don't know how to come together. I'm all about work, but because of my high spirit and my boasting energy, they can't handle Showtime, the hype man, for real. But they can't handle me because I got different types of character. You know, I'm a street guy and I changed my life around. I'm gonna get Jesus Christ my Savior, where I did change my life around. I'm a street guy, but I don't have to act like that. So I'm grateful for that. But I got a testimony like anybody else got a testimony. But I'm ready to rock and roll. So as you being a host, I think you're gonna do great job, and where whatever comes down the pipe, we know maybe some blessing to come my way where we can get paid, because all about getting paid too. We don't do free shows now. We'll get that quick. Right now. We don't do free shows. Tell them that we do not
do free shows.
Okay, y'all heard it live on this show.
On the comfort level.
Right there.
So y'all gonna come right and cash out half of our money and half will be off the seat. Never walk on that seat.
I like Zelle because it comes straight, you know.
Well,
I like Zelle. Put it straight in my account.
However you pay.
So when is Zelle? So Zelle something new?
Yeah, Zelle is part of any bank account. If you have a bank account, if you have a bank account, you download your bank account to your phone, and then you can just go down there and it pushes Zelle. Now you can.
You teach me something. So I want to leave Cash and go to Zelle, because Cash taking all your money
to your bank account.
Wow. Well, you're learning something. But that's good then.
With Cash App, they're starting to tax you on a certain amount of money.
Wow.
Like if you end up getting a certain amount of money,
Cash App alone.
Yeah, if you make a certain amount of money, like it's like $3,000. If you hit a certain amount, like $3,000, they start taxing your money.
It's just so easy, because I guess this is another thing they made for the folks. You know what I mean?
So Zelle is the new thing to the Cash App. So Zelle don't tax you like Cash App. Okay, good.
Yeah, and you can just tap into their whoever the person's number is, you tap in, as long as they got a bank account. That's how you know when people got money. You got a little bank account. I don't care if you got $5. If you got a bank account, you doing something.
Are you coming to the venue on April the 30th?
I would love to,
because I put them in for it, but I didn't never.
I said
I'll come with you.
But guess what? Who y'all talking to?
We talking to
right?
Showtime.
So you definitely can be. I'm the host of Nonstop Entertainment. $1,000 cash prize. Outstanding. It's booked up. People are calling. We already got everything. We are actually in Camden, New Jersey, because Showtime the Hypeman is coming to Camden, New Jersey, where we're trying to help and build and help Camden. Even I'm in Chester, my business in Chester, where Cosmo Radio Network, I moved to Chester, where everybody ran from. So we asked in Camden, New Jersey to come out pack. Also, we throwing an after party where it's going to be an after party where people coming from Seattle, they coming from Florida, they coming from Atlanta, they coming from Syracuse, New York, Bronx, New York. What happened? The show is picking up steam because of the DJs that are worldwide and the money that they invested nonstop entertainment to get the best. So we're starting to see a real positive energy level coming to the club, the Monty Club, on April the 30th. Yes, Showtime the Hypeman is the host. Where I'm gonna get down and do what I do. You get a chance to see me live, and I might do the Showtime shuffle.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Let's
He's
go.
definitely going to do the Showtime shuffle. I had a song and everything ready for you to do the shuffle right
You
now.
funny. You are funny. Y'all are so funny. Yeah, yeah. And that's why I'm in the gym every day. You know, I exercise with my body, and where exercise, I want y'all to, this is a spiritual thing for those who are spiritual, and that is the new thing. Exercise the key for all of us.
Right.
Y'all have to understand what I'm telling you. Working out allow you to get rid of stuff that you can't get rid of. If you got a bad situation, you can't get out of a relationship, exercise help you to say what you really want to say. If you're dealing with something that exists in your mind, exercise, it takes away sickness, blood pressure, diabetes, cancer. Where when you go to the doctor and the doctor tell you all this, say, Doc, I ain't got to read all that stuff because I'm doing the work on the inside and I talk to my body every day. Good morning, heart. Good morning, kidneys.
Right.
Good morning, eyes. Why have a body and y'all don't even talk to it? People got hearts and kidney and lung and never say hi to their heart.
That is facts.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up because this is y'all show.
Because you know it, you're right.
You
You are
okay.
right.
You
Because I heard
okay.
you talking about, when I was standing here, because this the mama. We love this my mama. This my second mama. But I heard you saying about cancer and stuff. And I had got shut down at one time. I had multiple sclerosis. So it had gave me 4 strokes. So I lived through the 4 strokes. They told me I wasn't gonna walk, do anything. And this is when I was like pushing with like Ike C and DJ Kim and all of these people. I'm pushing, and then God just shut me down. So I'm like, wait a minute, Lord, like what did I do? But I've learned that I had to slow my life down. Like I can't be there for everybody. I can't do certain things, and I got to take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't take care of you, like you said, then you're going to be deleted.
Yeah.
And in this industry, you get deleted real quick.
Well, I'm glad you said that because jealousy. We have, and I must be honest, and I hope nobody take this personal. Black folks have lost the native tongue of who we is.
Yes.
Where I hang with white people. I hang with white people. I hang with Latinos. I hang with Philippines. I hang with Europeans. I hang with Italians. When I hang with blacks, I'm being honest, where I hang with us, we always find fault in everything we do. Even with me building my radio station, and my radio station is the bomb.
Cosmos
I know
Radio Network.
the Cosmos USA. I am USA. Yeah, nobody else can say USA but me. So that means that I'm all over the world. Yeah, I said the same thing. Wow. Because God said, go big. Why should I say something small? Go big. So I want to, your story touched me. I want to say that to your friend before I get off. And your story touched me in a big way. And I mean that. You are anointing oil. And you are walking spiritual oil. And what you went through is a test for you. And now your life is about to turn in a new direction for you. So don't get scared because God is about to uplift you, even though what you did then, what are you going to do now? You're going straight through the door healthy. You're going straight to the top healthy. You don't have to worry about what happened and why me anymore because God has did what he did for you too, Mama. I want you to know too, both of y'all, when I say that, I want both of y'all to know that we are all, it's our turn. And it's our turn now, especially mine. I've been doing it for 40 years. People said I couldn't talk. Well, you see, I can talk. They said that I couldn't pronounce words. I couldn't do this. But every time somebody told me something, I couldn't read. I couldn't write. I went through everything, and now I'm still doing more shows and more than anybody, and have ate with the presidents, have ate with senators, Congress. I'm a bad boy altogether, but I don't boast and brag. I just want to be humble and uplift
Right,
people
right.
and help people. I'm not a bragger. I'm just so humble. And y'all know all the stuff I did. I can be talking and lying and trying to, and I don't do that. I don't talk about it. I just do it. I'm not a talker really. I'm just a doer.
Right.
That's right, and that's the way to be.
Yes.
You know, that is the way to be.
Yes.
We really appreciate you
I
coming.
know. Thank
Showtime.
God.
Yeah, because I was almost a groupie for you. I'm over there like, that is him. That's
Yes,
him.
that is
That is
it.
him. It's amazing just to see, like people, like you said, like,
I'm
having
grateful.
being as though that I say brown people on my show. I say brown people. I say pink people because my grandmom always said this is white.
Mhm.
You look at a crown and you see a peach crown, you put it towards their skin. What do you get? Pink.
Pink, yes.
So she said it, and with me, I'm like, oh my God, I followed you. I follow you a lot. And I'm like, you know what? This is a great man. Like so when I walked in,
I didn't know that.
I'm like, wait a minute, man. I'm like,
Yes,
Jenny.
yes.
I'm looking, I'm giving her the thumbs up, like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah. And I'm watching you on the screen. I'm like, that's him. I don't know if you.
I was scared to ask him to come on. I've been wanting to ask him to come on ever since last month. I went over there. I'm like,
You know what? A lot of
he in
it's
our city.
I'm glad y'all said that. A lot of people all my life where they be scared or even ask me, even females coming up as a male. I was a very nice looking man. I think I'm still is. And a lot of people would,
Yes, you are.
yeah, and a lot of people been scared of me. I'm like, get to know me first. And
Yeah,
I
but
didn't know,
You're
and I
busy.
don't know
You
that.
move fast.
No. This is what you did. You compared yourself to a dog. Okay? Well, you a big dog. You don't walk up on big dogs.
I do. Because I was waiting for a chance to grab
You don't walk up on big dogs.
I was.
Sometimes when you see them wagging their tail, that's when you come.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
that's
think you
true.
wagged your tail a little bit, and I
You got a little
came. Yeah, I think-
Y'all
Jenny.
funny. I'm messing with y'all.
and I
But
came. I was like, oh yeah, let me see if I can get him to come on.
anything y'all want to say before we close?
No, we just want to just say we're grateful to have you and everybody that's watching the show and that's going to watch all the recaps because we got you on like 9 platforms at once.
Wow.
Yeah, we just happy to have you, and if anybody follows Showtime the Hypeman, they know what it is.
Anybody want to watch me? You can go to I have my own website. I have a website that I want to give to y'all. Y'all can see all the things that I've done. It's Showtime.
Okay.
It's Showtime the Hype Man. Dot live.
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 Yes.
Yeah. That is my website. Anybody that want to watch me or anybody that want to come, I want y'all to come on the station. Just like y'all came to y'all's. I'm looking for y'all to come. Also, you can subscribe my on the YouTube channel. Also, we giving away 2 free tickets to the Mother Day Music Festival. I'm the only.
you?
How we good? How do we enter?
Yeah, how do we enter into that?
Well, you got to go to the YouTube subscribe on Cosmo Radio Network. I've been giving away tickets for the Mother's Day Music Festival. I'm the only guy that's doing podcasts or whatever. I don't call my show podcast. I am a live broadcast radio where I have permission to play any music on my show. I want to thank Jazzy O and his team and setting me up to play any music or any kind of music where I won't get cut off. I am so grateful that God is putting orchestrating everything together. So I want to thank both of y'all for allowing me to come on y'all show.
That's her show. I just popped in.
I don't. Well, whoever. So, hey, Mama, I love you. You're gonna be. I see you April the 30th. We're gonna smile. I think I'm gonna rock the house there. And, I'm gonna do what I do. So I want both of y'all this to be blessed. It's a song say it's our time. It's our time. It's our time. It's our time,
Right.
y'all.
It's our time.
It's our time. Y'all want those who are watching in every social media. My name is Showtime the Hype Man. Always remember, be bold and take a risk. Just jump out and don't worry about where you're gonna land at. My name is Showtime the Hype Man. We're live on the
Yes.
WCM show.
Thank you. Thank you. See him in Camden.
I got to see y'all even the 30th. Bye bye.
Okay.
That's right.
Have a blessed
Now,
day.
now y'all can talk about me.
Yes. Now we're gonna talk about it.
Talking about it. See you there.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye bye. Thank y'all.
All right, guys, make sure y'all check out all our podcasts here at WCMD, me, the Comfort Level Podcast, 856 Entertainment, Midday Madhouse
Yes,
with Cha-Cha
yes.
and the Jello Lady,
My partner in crime.
the Wake Up Show with IMD,
Yes.
I Shine Radio, The Kennel, and that dumbass radio show. I love saying that. All right, guys, we got to go. Overtime is over.
Right.